Alright, so I made a video earlier talking about this Holy Shock Rift Paladin with Principle, and I made a mistake with my skill distribution by dumping points into Holy Shock because I had still been celebrating 420 and I was just going through the motions basically. But this is the proper skill distribution for this build. If you wanted higher physical damage, you could just do 1 point into Zeal and then dump the rest into Sacrifice. But if you want more, if you want a higher attack rating, to put more points into Zeal. But this is basically the build. All of this stuff really isn't all that crazy over on this side of things. But then right here, here's the mercenary, here's all the gear. I'm not going to read every individual piece out loud like I usually would. I don't think it's a really big deal. You can read it on the screen if you want to see what's all in my inventory. Nothing too insane. I would say the mercenary gear and then the dual dream is the craziest part about this build. But really surprising how good Rift can be in this particular context, especially after the changes that they made. The Holy Bolt. Wait. Yeah, so with Fist of the Heavens being maxed out and that creating your Holy Bolt, that synergizing with the Holy Bolts that are coming out of the Principle armor, you're really doing like a lot more than 8,000 damage. You might be doing like 12,000 damage sometimes, based off the magic damage that you're getting out of the Holy Bolts. Of course, they had to meet me at the door like that. The only thing that her not being there really does is makes my Zeal IAS breakpoint a little bit slower. I don't hit as fast, but I mean, you can just see right there how fast I just took out Travancore. A lot of it is the dual dream, but I mean, just the AoE that you get now, the crowd control that you get now from the it's actually not bad. But the crowd control that you get from the Holy Bolt now against undeads and demons is just, it's amazing in my opinion, especially for something like Chaos Sanctuary, especially something for something like Travancore, for Worldstone. You just really have, it really solves a lot of the problems that the melee classes had. Really, after they nerfed the Kixen, I didn't know what I was going to use Rift on, and I just randomly, after seeing Ginger Gaming Mentor's video about this Holy Bolt Zeal Paladin, I was like, damn, let me try Rift on this. Rift with Dual Dream and then Principle, and sure enough, it's a build that wasn't really nearly as good before the patch 2.4 came out. Now I think that this is probably my favorite Zeal Paladin that you can play now in the current state of the game. I'm honestly really happy with what they did with the patch, and I think the game is probably in its best state that it's been. I think the game's in a really good place now with build diversity and everything. Running away from me, huh? I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to show this. Do a little playthrough real quick with this character and then post the video up. I just wanted to put a new video out because I did want to correct my little mistake that I made previously with regards to my stat distribution and everything. This is definitely a proc build. Definitely got a lot of VFX going on the screen. Come here. You're running away from my love. Love those orbs. Those orbs are just so good for like slowing enemies down. I feel like they really help keep the mercenary alive in addition to everything else. Only downside is I don't get a whole lot of life leech because I'm not doing very high physical damage. So that's the one thing. And this is just players one. I'm on Battle.net right now, but I think this would be as viable as anything on any player's count. You know, you're just going to be swinging a little bit more as the enemies have more health. Of course, it's not going to be like the meta for Ubers or anything like that, but I mean, pretty damn sure it could be Uber viable easily without a problem. Traded. The price for tokens is going up. I had to trade a IST for one just now. I was farming tokens for the so I basically wasted a token earlier when I messed up the stat distribution, and then prior to that I was just grinding for tokens yesterday when I did the assassin video. So I didn't want to have to grind for tokens again. I wanted to play the way that I wanted to play, so I was like, screw it all. I'll trade an Istrian for a token. I looked on Tradery, and then that's all that the offers were IST. And then I just made a public match. I didn't even want to wait on somebody on Tradery. I figured somebody would jump in the lobby if I just made a game IST for token. Sure enough. Somebody came within a couple minutes.
Not even death can save you from me.
This does pretty good against Diablo, though. Definitely does pretty good against Diablo. I'll show it against like Eldritch and Shank, and then maybe I'll try to run through Worldstone real quick just to give an idea of just how strong it is. But I mean, it can go everywhere in the game. I mean, considering the gear, it should be able to go everywhere in the game. Dual Dream can go everywhere in the game, so if that can, then this definitely can. I feel like this is kind of like the final evolution of Dual Dream. Could have given me my IST back.
I am overburdened.
I want to see how this does versus Pendle. I haven't taken it to Pendle before, I don't think.
What do you need?
Oh. It is kind of expensive to repair, that's another downside, but I mean, I don't really care about that. Plus, you could use Ort runes to repair the rift. Am I lacking a certain res? Not really. I mean, cold, but...
Not here.
So, I mean, my attack rating could be much better. This is not going to be your Zealer that you're going to want to use for Ubers or something, like for specific stuff, but for going through the levels, for farming, stuff like that, for just regular playthrough, I think this is probably the meta Zeal Paladin now. He could definitely use some poison res though. Could put some more poison res small counts in inventory. If I was gonna do Ubers with this build, I'd probably just swap out the Rift for like Last Wish or Grief, and then it would be perfectly fine. Character does feel a little bit like a glass cannon though. Just a little bit in some situations. That poison, I think. That poison's what's getting my character's health so low constantly. Make sure I don't die on camera.
Good afternoon.
Because I've never died in this game before. At this point, I just want to showcase this against Zeal and everything, because that's probably what people are curious to see, but I mean, I'm sure people, if they're still watching at this point of the video, that they would watch the whole way through.
I am overburdened.
Maybe I can come up with a better video title when I post this as well. Maybe like Zeal. Zeal has something about AoE or something. I didn't just auto pick that up. Guess he's too fast. Moving too fast. And I'm definitely not by any means rushing through the area like as if I'm doing... I'm essentially doing a full clear right now. Not like really trying to like pass through every area of each level on the way there. I'm literally just taking out everything I come across. I'm not like avoiding enemies. Because this is really how you wind up getting runes and everything also. And finding like grail items, especially in a place like this, like World Stampede level 2. Especially off the champion packs. Your chances of finding something good are pretty decent when you're taking out bunch of mobs. Like these trash mobs could even drop a good rune. The chances aren't super high, but oh my god, that's what you call a setup right there. What am I even supposed to do about that, dude? That's why I don't play hardcore. That right there is why I don't play hardcore, and I'm gonna actually probably have to cut the video there. Because I can't be bothered to go all the way back to Vale. Holy moly. But just trust me, if you don't get screwed over like that, he'll take out Vale pretty good. Just said Diablo has invaded Sanctuary. There's no way. Oh my god, it is. He's really over here. Uber Diablo with the new Holy Bolt Zeal Paladin. I can't believe though. That's kind of crazy. Wow. Random, unexpected Annie.